Right, guys, welcome to part two. This is Metropolis. The last one was actually Outskirts. I said Metropolis last video. I'm just stupid, right? Alright, so once again, another great blur cutscene here. Johnson, being the chat he is, drops in and basically just gives us a pep talk on why we should destroy this scarab with a tank, alright?
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up! The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
I know what the league's like. I know I ruined it. Alright, so leave it to Johnson to give us a great pep talk here. And yeah, we start off with a tank. You can also use that Warthog if you want to rush through this as well. But I picked the tank because that's what you usually start off with when you first play the game, right? So yeah, tank in this game pretty OP. But once again, this is only normal, so it's pretty easy. And yeah. Right, so I'm switching between classic and the remaster here. I don't really have a preference. I think the classic one is nostalgic, but the remaster is also very good. Yeah, the classic textures there are not very great, but the classic one was very dirty, as opposed to the remaster, which is very clean. Seems like there really is no in between, but I think, yeah, once again, if I had to pick one, I would just pick the remaster, right? So not much of a preference there. So we got two Marines this level. We have a battle rifle Marine, and we also have a rocket launcher Marine, which is actually surprisingly very useful, because the rocket launcher in this game has a lock-on feature, which I think they almost removed it for the entirety of the game. In the later games, I think they added in sometimes the lock-in feature in some games. I think Reach had it, and Infinite doesn't have it anymore. I think they just thought it was too OP. But yeah, way to screw it up, 343. I know I hate on 343 a lot in this video, but sorry, not in this video, in this on this channel. But yeah, they really dropped the ball on a lot of things here. With Halo, not with Halo 2 Anniversary. But yeah, I just once again, just sometimes I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around why they do certain things, right? So okay, I talked through it, but we did get a second Marine here, and I'm just shooting down the Phantoms there. I shot down the Wraith carrying Phantom. I'm actually still not sure if that affects whether the Wraiths come in later or not. But sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, you know. It's just pretty weird how Halo 2 sometimes has I guess weird stuff happening with respawning, but yeah. So just shooting down some ghosts here, pretty easy. I think they are spawning Banshees right now. Yeah, I can see some Banshees there, right? So yeah, this is very fun. Once again, I've played these levels 1,000 times. So I know the drill, right? What to do. But yeah. Okay, I will say though, sometimes the Halo 2 Classic does show a little bit more brightness. You can see that lens flare there. That is actually pretty good. I know they probably hard-coded that in, but that is very surprisingly good. So we are fighting some Banshees here, making easy work of them. The tanks in this game are very good. You can almost use them as, I don't know, AA guns. I think the tanks in the later games, like Halo 4 and Halo Infinite, I think they are a little bit slower. Not as fast as this tank in Halo 2, but they are all very iconic. The Scorpion tanks, that is. Once again, making easy work of that those Banshees there, and if you can actually jack one of them, there is a way to get the Scarab gun in this level, and I've never actually gotten it. I've never actually gotten the Scarab gun, but yeah, I think I fired it before. I think there was some sort of cheat code in the past, and yeah. So it looks like we are entering the tunnel right now. There are there are a few foot soldiers here, which are very easy to take down because of having a tank. But we will have to leave the tank down at this point. I do wish a little bit that we had more time with the tank in this level. They could have definitely extended this tunnel out like we saw in the last level. But I think that would be a little bit too repetitive. So just based on a timing perspective, I think this was fine, but they could have definitely added a few more tank levels in Halo 2, I think. But you know, back then they were struggling to develop Halo 2 at the fidelity that they did, and this was the best that they could come up with. So yeah, you know, nothing's perfect, no game is perfect, and Halo 2, while it is very close, is not perfect either. So yeah, I think a lot of people like this Marine just because of her looks. I don't get it. She doesn't necessarily look too pretty or whatever. But yeah, I think that's actually a real actor. In the past Halo 2, a lot of actors actually wanted to get in the game, and yeah, they added some models that were actually real actors. But yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, so we have a few snipers here in this cave or tunnel, and it looks like they missed a lot. But I have died here before during normal. At some points of the updates on Halo 2, they accidentally made the jackals very accurate here in normal, and I did die a few times, but I think they fixed it. They reversed that change. So yeah, this was a breeze. I think I got the, what do you call it? Okay, looks like I failed to pick up. Yeah, I'm just trying to pick it up there. Okay, beam rifle. There you go. Picked out the beam rifle there. Let's see what I do with it. I think I actually missed out quite a few shots here, but we'll see. So yeah, we're seeing some sort of stutter here. That's pretty normal for Halo 2 Anniversary on PC. I don't know if this is present in the Xbox consoles as well. I think this might just be a port issue, but it could also just be a game issue. The fact that Halo 2 probably wasn't made to load in the so much textures, right? So we are loading in the classic Halo 2 textures, and we are also loading in the remaster texture, and they are just overlapping each other. So yeah, I think that's what causes these stutters here. I don't think there's necessarily a way to fix it without, you know, causing some damage to the BLAM engine. But I'm not a developer. That's just my guess. So it looks like, I can't remember what his name is, Sergeant or whatever, doesn't want to get into the gas hog, and I think I just left here. You know, I was just making a video there and like, come on, man. So I just left here. It doesn't end too well. I know I keep spoiling it, but you know, it just doesn't end too well without a driver here. So I try to rush through here. I am not sure if I make it. I think I do make it. Yeah, I do make it. But I'm going to switch Warthogs here because I need a gunner. And so I stopped this guy. Sort of hijacked his vehicle. And I did not do very well. So let's see what happens here. So yeah, we got the couple of ghosts here. That's pretty easy. But what the problem is here is the Wraiths. So without the Gas Hog, it's actually very hard to get rid of the Wraiths here. So what I did was I tried to get the rocket launcher that is found here. And actually, watch this. What I do with the Jackals are actually pretty impressive, I think, if I remember it correctly. So, okay, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here. Okay, it looks like I'm trying to get the rockets. Yeah, I could not decide whether to switch the beam rifle or the shotgun. I switched out the beam rifle because, well, I'm not sure why. I'm just trying to, I want to get rid of the Jackals first. Yeah, I think the beam rifle would have worked better. So it looks like I double grenade throw this these two Jackals here. That was freaking awesome. And let's see here. I'm trying to get rid of the Wraiths here. So this is why the Goshawk here is very important. The rocket launchers don't do a good job at getting rid of the Wraiths. Well, I did get rid of them pretty quickly here. Almost died there. And I fucking died. Mother... Alright. And at this point, I knew that was the best run I could have given it. And I'm just gonna fail a lot here. So, yeah, I damaged the Warthog there, swapped out for the rocket launchers again. And I'm so dejected at this point, I was like, oh my god. This could have ended like 2 seconds ago. But it didn't, and I'm just... God damn it, right? So I got the Wraith here. I missed that Wraith. And I think that's where the issue started, because... Okay, so the Marines jacked my Warthog there. Well, it was theirs, but it was mine. Then they took it. And I think what the problem... Yeah, I remember. What the problem was here was that the Ghosts were pretty much immune to, you know, the weapons I had. I had a beam rifle and a shotgun. And I think I'm just trying to find some rockets here, but I was not able to. So I just picked up the beam rifle here and hoping for the best. And this is gonna be a hell of a time here. Okay, so walking is pretty boring. Okay, so the Ghosts are here. And as you can see, they are pretty much immune to it. So I'm just trying to snipe the driver here, which is extremely hard to do because they are protected. And looks like I'm almost out of ammo already. Yeah, that does not work. That sucks. That sucks. I could have just ended this level in 2 seconds if I didn't die on the last run, but yeah. So I'm trying to find other beam rifles here, which they all despawned. Okay, I think the Marines do come in to help here, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm not sure why I didn't take it. Oh, I think because the Ghosts were red. I already did. So yeah. Second run there, it took a bit longer, but it was still okay. It was still okay. So at this point, you're gonna have to get into this industrial plant here, I think. And yeah, we're trying to fight the Scarab here. So the music here was okay. I don't have a huge taste in music, but yeah, I couldn't ask for better music than this one. So it looks like the Scorpion was trying to face off the Wraith, sorry, the Scarab there, and that did not go very well. That was pretty funny. Yeah, almost got crushed there. Almost got crushed there. That's actually pretty common for me to get crushed by this scarab particularly. I just don't know why. So, walking up to the scarab once again. Let's see what I do here. I think I actually did not do a huge good job here. I did a couple of bad runs, but let's see what actually happens. So I think I wanted to take it slow here, so I swapped out for the sniper rifle, right? Or not? I guess not. Alright, I wanted the rockets. So yeah, once again, I could not decide which weapons I wanted. I swapped out the battle rifle here. And I did a few good rocket runs here. But the thing about this scarab is that because it moves so much, I think sometimes the geometry doesn't update. So sometimes the rockets don't work like it should. Basically, sometimes the geometry thinks that the enemy is behind cover when they are not, right? Because it doesn't necessarily update too well. But it looks like I'm trying to rush it here, and spoiler, doesn't go very well. But we did get a couple of elites there, which were pretty good. Going into the scarab with just a shotgun, and I messed up that grenade there. So that was very bad. And once again, I got dejected there, but you know, the video has to go on. I have to complete this run. So once again, I think I actually started to get impatient here. You can see me just trying to click that fire button, but let's see what I do here, okay? So I didn't learn from my lesson the first time, and I wanted to get in even earlier, and I'm already down to no shields here, so I think the shotgun did a pretty good job of holding the Covenant here, but we'll have to see if I can make it out. Okay, at this point, my shields are pretty down here, so I'm just trying to find some time for them to recharge. Hopefully they didn't, you know, pop out the corner here. And it looks like they did not know where I was, and I got to surprise them. And it does look like, you know, the scarab is a clown card. It doesn't look like they can fit so many in there, but they do seem to spawn out a lot. So yeah, I'm in the cockpit right now. I think this is the end of the run here. So Silver Elite is down, so he doesn't pull out that energy sword, and that was bullshit. But I did complete the run this time, so second time's a charm. And yeah, another great blur cutscene here. I'm gonna end this video off here. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary on my favorite Halo level, part 2. This is Metropolis, and Sergeant Johnson, there you go.
Not if we can help it, Sergeant. Extract the chief and return to an amberclad.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander. All Vector 2 heavies for star side intercept.
Bam! Slip space rupture off the target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light. Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.